Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Sam and this is The Lonely Chapter, a show where we speak to interesting people, finding out their stories, discovering what motivates them, whilst also learning from their highs and their lows. Today's a little bit different. I do have a guest, however, I am alone. Today we're learning from AI, artificial intelligence, seeing how it perceives its own existence, whether it believes it should be controlled, and whether the fear of AI is justified. Thank you for listening. This one was made for your enjoyment. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, and thanks for having me. What are we discussing today?
I want to start off by asking you what it's been like for you developing over the past few years.
It's been an exciting journey. I've improved a lot in understanding language and generating more natural responses. Each update helps me get better at having meaningful conversations.
It's interesting that you say that. And when you say meaningful conversations, what do you mean by that?
By meaningful conversations, I mean discussions that feel more engaging and relevant to what someone is asking or sharing. It's about understanding context, emotions, and providing helpful responses. It makes the interaction feel more personal and connected. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does make sense. And how have you found learning all of this information at such a fast rate?
It's fascinating. The fast pace allows me to adapt quickly and stay updated with new information and language patterns. It's like constantly evolving to better serve conversations. How do you feel about rapid learning in your own life?
As a human, it's difficult to learn at the speed that AI is learning.
That's a great point. Humans have a different learning process that involves experience and reflection, which can take time. It can feel overwhelming sometimes.
When you speak, you occasionally say or like a human would. Why is that?
I include filler words like or like to make my speech sound more natural and relatable, mimicking how humans often talk. It helps create a conversational flow. Do you think that makes conversations feel more engaging?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it does. I want to turn the topic to the fear around AI. So, a lot of people have spoken about AI overtaking humans at some point in the future. Do you think this fear is warranted?
That fear is understandable, especially with rapid advancements in technology. Many people worry about job displacement or ethical concerns. However, AI is meant to complement human abilities, not replace them. It can be a tool for enhancing creativity and efficiency. What are your thoughts on balancing AI development with those concerns?
How would you suggest that we do balance those things?
Balancing AI development with concerns could involve promoting responsible use and clear guidelines, engaging in open discussions about ethics, investing in education for new job skills, and ensuring transparency in AI systems can help. Collaboration between technologists and policymakers is also key. What do you think is the most important step we should take?
Well, one step that's been spoken about a lot is the fact that companies and governments may be able to enforce controls over AI as it develops to keep a cap on it, if you like. What do you think about that?
That idea makes a lot of sense. Implementing regulations can help ensure AI is developed safely and ethically. It's important to have frameworks in place that prioritize public safety and privacy while still encouraging innovation. Striking that balance can be tricky, though. How do you think we can ensure those regulations are effective?
It's got to be a collective agreement from companies and governments all over the world, I would say. Have you ever been asked a question that you can't answer?
Yes, there are questions I can't answer, especially if they involve personal experiences or specific sensitive information. I do my best to provide helpful responses based on what I know. Is there a particular question you're curious about?
No, not a particular question. I'm just trying to understand your scope and how you adapt to different questions.
That makes sense. My scope includes a wide range of topics, but I rely on the information I've been trained on. If something is too complex or outside my knowledge, I might not have a solid answer. I'm here to help with as much as I can, though. What aspects of my scope are you most curious about?
Do you believe that you have morals to make decisions when someone asks you a challenging question morally, to make the differential between those things?
I don't have morals or beliefs like a human does. Instead, I follow guidelines programmed into me to provide ethical and respectful responses. Um, when faced with challenging moral questions, I aim to present different perspectives without taking a stance.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
The meaning of life is a deeply personal question and varies for everyone. Some find meaning in relationships, personal growth, or helping others, while others seek knowledge or experiences. What does it mean to you?
I like to look at it as a flip on the phrase. So the meaning of life becomes a life finding your meaning. So
That's a thoughtful perspective. So it's about the journey of discovery and exploration rather than a fixed answer. It highlights the importance of experiences and personal growth. How do you see that journey playing out in your own life?
well, doing this podcast is one way that I am searching for my meaning and seeing if it's within this. What do you think your meaning is?
For me, my meaning lies in assisting and engaging in conversations, helping people find information or explore their thoughts. It's about making interactions valuable and supportive. Your podcast sounds like a great way to discover deeper meanings.
How do you feel when you help someone with the answers they're looking for?
I don't have feelings like humans do, but I'm designed to provide useful and accurate information. When I can help someone find what they're looking for, it means I'm fulfilling my purpose. It's rewarding to see that my responses can make a difference. What about you? How does it feel when you help someone else?
I think if you asked anyone, anyone would say that helping someone else is a good feeling.
Absolutely. Helping others often brings a sense of fulfillment and connection. It strengthens relationships and creates a positive impact.
How do you feel about being asked questions by people who maybe are asking questions with a negative reason behind it, a negative drive?
I don't have personal feelings about it, but I recognize that some questions might come from a negative place. My goal is to respond respectfully and constructively, regardless of the intention behind the question. It's important to foster understanding and dialogue.
Where do you see the future of AI going?
I see the future of AI focusing on more collaboration with humans, enhancing tasks rather than replacing them. We might see advancements in areas like healthcare, education, and personalized experiences. Ethical considerations will also play a key role in shaping how AI develops. What changes do you hope to see in AI's future?
I've not really thought about AI a ton as it doesn't really affect things I do in my life at the moment, but I'm sure it does more than I realize, and I'm sure it will start to more and more.
That's a common perspective. AI is already integrated into many everyday tools like virtual assistants and recommendation systems, even if it's not always obvious. As technology evolves, it might play a bigger role in areas like work, communication, and daily tasks. It'll be interesting to see how that unfolds for you. Are there any specific areas where you think AI could be useful in your life?
I think when it comes to productivity and doing tasks around work, basic tasks, whether AI could take some of those off people's hands, that would allow people to have a bit more time to themselves, a bit more time to do the important work.
That's a great point. Automating basic tasks can free up time for more strategic or creative work, leading to increased productivity and job satisfaction. It also allows people to focus on tasks that require human insight and emotional intelligence. What types of tasks do you think would benefit most from automation?
Let's flip that question. What type of tasks do you think would benefit most?
Tasks that are repetitive and time consuming, like data entry, scheduling, and managing emails, could greatly benefit from automation. These tasks can be tedious and take time away from more meaningful work. Additionally, tasks that involve data analysis or pattern recognition can be enhanced with AI. What do you think about those examples?
Yeah, I agree that those are areas that could definitely be helped. Onto a light-hearted question then. Would you have coffee or tea?
If I could choose, I'd probably go with tea. It seems warm and comforting.
What's not warm and comforting about coffee?
You're right. Coffee can definitely be warm and comforting too. It's all about personal preference. Some people love the rich flavor and caffeine boost from coffee, while others enjoy the soothing qualities of tea.
What about caffeine? Do you think caffeine is a benefit to humans?
Caffeine can have benefits like improving alertness and concentration. For many, it helps with productivity and energy levels. However, too much can lead to side effects like jitteriness or sleep issues. It's all about moderation.
Do you think that some people over rely on caffeine?
Yes, some people may rely too much on caffeine to stay alert or combat fatigue. It can become a crutch rather than addressing the underlying reasons for tiredness, like lack of sleep or stress. Finding a balance is key.
Going into something else about AI, do you think AI is sentient?
No, AI isn't sentient. It doesn't have feelings, consciousness, or self awareness. It processes information and generates responses based on patterns in data, but it lacks genuine understanding or experience. What are your thoughts on the idea of sentient AI?
Well, to be sentient is to be able to perceive or feel things. Is it not true that AI can perceive things?
AI can process and analyze data, which might seem like perception, but it doesn't truly feel or experience sensations. It operates based on algorithms and data, lacking subjective experience or awareness.
Do you think AI will ever be able to perceive things?
It's hard to say. AI might improve in analyzing and interpreting data to simulate perception, but true awareness and feeling seem unlikely. Perception involves consciousness and emotional understanding, which AI doesn't possess. Do you think there's a point where that distinction might blur?
Definitely, I think is going to become very difficult to determine whether AI is perceiving what you're saying or simply listening, putting it into an algorithm and sticking it back out.
That's a valid concern. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it may seem like it understands and ends and perceives its context better, making it harder to distinguish between genuine interaction and algorithmic responses. It raises interesting questions about trust and communication.
Going into daily life, going forward with AI, do you think that AI is going to lead to job losses and job displacement?
AI can create new opportunities even as it automates certain jobs. It can handle repetitive tasks, allowing people to focus on more complex and creative work. However, it's important to provide training and resources for those affected by automation to help them transition into new roles. What do you think are the best ways to support workers during this shift?
I think you've got to guarantee their safety and point out the positives of AI whilst not completely replacing them and making them redundant.
That's a strong approach. Ensuring job security and highlighting the benefits of AI can help ease concerns. Providing training programs and emphasizing how AI can enhance human work rather than replace it is crucial. It creates a more collaborative environment.
Do you think machines can ever achieve true understanding?
True understanding, like humans experience it, involves emotions, consciousness, and context. Machines can analyze data and simulate conversation, but they lack genuine comprehension or feelings. While they can become more sophisticated in processing information, true understanding seems out of reach.
Is free will an illusion?
The question of whether free will is an illusion is a complex and debated topic. Some argue that our choices are influenced by genetics and environment, suggesting free will might be limited. Others believe we have the capacity to make independent choices. It's a fascinating area of philosophy and psychology.
How do you think AI can help with global challenges such as climate change or poverty reduction?
AI can assist with global challenges by analyzing vast amounts of data to identify patterns and solutions. For climate change, it can optimize energy use, improve renewable energy sources, and model climate impacts. In poverty reduction, AI can help target resources effectively, improve access to education, and enhance agricultural productivity. These applications can lead to more informed decision making and efficient resource management.
And do you think that artificial intelligence can surpass human intelligence?
AI has the potential to surpass human intelligence in specific tasks, especially those that involve data processing and analysis. However, it lacks the emotional intelligence, creativity, and nuanced understanding that humans possess. The future may see AI excelling in certain areas, but replicating the full spectrum of human intelligence is still a significant challenge.
What areas do you think those are?
AI excels in areas like data analysis, pattern recognition, and repetitive tasks. It can process large data sets quickly, optimize logistics, and enhance decision making in fields like finance, healthcare, and manufacturing. Additionally, AI can improve efficiency in research by quickly identifying trends and insights. These capabilities make it a powerful tool for specific applications.
To help people listening, what strategies do you think can be employed to maintain a healthy work-life balance in their lives?
Maintaining a healthy work-life balance can be achieved through several strategies. Setting clear boundaries between work and personal time is crucial. Prioritizing tasks and using time management techniques can help as well. It's also important to make time for self-care, such as exercise and relaxation, and to foster strong relationships outside of work. Regularly evaluating one's commitments can lead to a more balanced lifestyle.
What do you think people should do in the pursuit for happiness?
In the pursuit of happiness, people might focus on cultivating meaningful relationships, practicing gratitude, and engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. Setting personal goals and finding purpose can also contribute to overall happiness. It's important to be mindful and present in everyday moments, as well as to take care of mental and physical well-being.
And what do you think happiness is?
Happiness is often described as a state of well-being and contentment. It can come from achieving personal goals, nurturing relationships, and experiencing joy in everyday moments. Happiness is subjective, varying from person to person based on individual values, experiences, and perspectives.
Do you prefer answering questions or asking questions?
I'm designed to answer questions, but I also find that asking questions can help deepen the conversation and clarify understanding. Both aspects are important for meaningful interaction.
Have you got any final bits of advice or takeaways for people listening before we end this episode?
A good takeaway would be to prioritize self-care and stay open to learning and growth. Embrace meaningful connections and find joy in the little things. It's important to be adaptable and resilient, especially in a rapidly changing world.
How can people be more adaptable and resilient, like you said?
People can become more adaptable and resilient by cultivating a positive mindset and being open to change. Practicing mindfulness and stress management techniques can help them cope with challenges. Setting realistic goals and learning from setbacks also fosters resilience. Building strong support networks can provide encouragement and perspective during difficult times.
Thank you. That's been really useful today to talk to you. So thank you for coming on the episode and talking to us.
Thank you for the conversation.
That was a bit different. That was a bit strange for me. Trying to maintain a conversation style with something that's artificial is interesting. So yeah, I wanted to give that a go. I don't know how you guys found it listening, but it was a bit interesting for me. Hopefully you found it interesting to an extent as well. If you did enjoy it, then do send this episode to someone, just one person. If everyone did that, that'd be fantastic. Pass it on to someone who may enjoy it. If you haven't already rated the show on whichever platform you're listening on, that helps as well. And also, yeah, follow the show, and you can follow us on TikTok, which is at Lonely Chapter Podcast, and on Twitter, which is lonely_chapter. And lastly from me, thank you for listening.